legends Public Enemy recently found themselves stranded when their taxi didn't turn up to take them to their UK concert venue. Now, the band usually has a tour bus, but it wouldn't fit down the narrow British streets. So the group, who were at a CD signing, decided just to shout out, "Does anyone have a car? We're running late."
Wow.
So one guy, Kevin Wells, offered them a lift in his Ford Focus, and the group piled on in. Wells went on to say that the band was very polite, and the best part was that everybody started to headbang to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh!
Yeah. Isn't that nice?
I love stories like this. I love that. When you hear celebrity encounters, don't you guys get into it? Like, can you imagine that car?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
what?
first of all, it was a Ford Focus.
I know. Those are tiny. I would have been
that's
all
what
up
I
in
mean.
there with those guys. Fight the power! So cool.
I'm such a New Yorker, you guys. The idea of, I don't know if it's my mom, you don't get in cars with strangers.
But with Public Enemy?
No, I'm talking about, I would not, okay, if it was us and we had an event and we didn't have a car and some guy was like, hey,
I'll
get in
take
our
you.
car, would you guys get in the
Adrienne
car?
Bailon, you take an Uber every day.
Yes, but the app tells my mom is on the account as well. Oh my God,
You
that
know
sounds
the
crazy.
driver's number, you know what the driver
and
looks
they-
And
like.
you see that face.
She actually can see where, it'll show you where the
you're
person
going.
is at all times.
Yes.
So I
There's
feel
a little map.
safer.
Oh, so
in
you
that.
got like a tracker.
It tracks me,
it tracks.
exactly. I get to get tracked. They know when they pick me up. But a random person, like, would you guys ever hitchhike?
Well, if it was the four of us, I don't care. We getting in the car. If we need a ride, we need a ride. That's it.
Yeah.
I can take them.
Adrienne, no.
I can take them.
Yeah.
No,
I would too. Like, and I don't want to walk in
Stranger
heels.
danger, I'm not here for it.
No.
Y'all remember the movie Hitchhiker? You remember Hitchhikers? You always heard like crazy stories about people who hitchhike. So as a kid, I don't know.
Exactly.
I think though that people who drive Uber or Lyft, thank you so much first of all if
Thank
you're
you
doing it on the
Yes.
side.
so much.
Uber rocks.
But can you
How
imagine?
would I get anywhere?
Imagine the experiences they have. Just like some people don't even know they have a celebrity in the car. You know what I mean? Like that's such a cool
I like
experience,
that.
right?
I think that the point of this story was that the guy was just a stranger and he was being kind. So the question
and he
is,
was
has
willing
anybody
to
ever
help.
done that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Anybody done?
Somebody did that for me. Not like pick me up in a car,
Yeah.
obviously. But as a new mom to a toddler,
Yeah.
Aiden and I, we were out eating, and Aiden had his really bad tantrums.
Oh, he was going through it.
And yes, he was going through it that day. And there was this mom who had 2 kids, and Aiden got really upset. He had fries and ketchup, and he just threw it. He threw it down, and it was one of those moments where everyone kind of looks at you.
Wow.
And as a mom, you know what that feels like. You're like, oh, crap, people are going to be judging me. This mom, and I was on the verge of crying, you guys, because I was so embarrassed. This mom who had 2 kids, she wasn't judging me. I thought she was because she was looking at me. She actually came over, and she said, let me help you with that. I've been there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I will remember that moment for the rest of my life. Thank you so much. It really just, normalized the moment for me because I was terrified. And then I just went in the bathroom and I just cried because it's just one of the
real and that's honest. And I
Yeah.
feel like when you share stories like that, for us that want to be parents in the future, want to be moms, we're going to be like prepared. Like this is normal. If I feel like I'm about to have a breakdown, and that now we know if you see somebody else that needs help, just reach out. It makes such a difference.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
I had a pretty cool experience where someone did know who I was. I was having breakfast, and there was a group of women, and they were like, oh my God, you're from The Real and the Cheetah Girls. We watch every day. And they were so cool, and I was having a little bit of a talk with them, and then they got up and ended up leaving, and I was like, bye. And then, like, maybe 10 minutes later, I finished my food, and I was getting ready to leave, so I asked for the check, and the waitress was like, the ladies at the table took care of your breakfast.
Oh,
That is really nice.
And I was like, no way! And I think it's weird because you would think like, oh, maybe she has money, you know, you don't need to. But it was such a kind act. And the lady said, they said you were so nice to them that they thought and they said, all they want is for you to pay it forward. So Jen from San Diego, you know who you are. Thank you for doing that. That was so
That is so
kind.
sweet.
And it just, those things inspire you to be kind to others.